What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming, and it's time to pop back into the Retribution. Our attempts to get Belegar Iron Hammer all the way to Karaks 8 Peaks, though we're going west right now. So, what ended up happening, and it looks like this is a blood ground near a herdstone, we were pushing west, or pushing east. We were going to take on the Ogres and have some fun, and it was going to be great. We were going to go after one of our war targets, and it was going to be a grand old time. Then the undead showed up and decided, no, we don't want you to go and have fun. We want you to be engaged on the Western Front. Which didn't work for us too well. It's cost us a unit of miners going west, but so far we've been doing pretty decent in holding up our side, and Belegar has been doing a great amount of work. So we're going to go in and upgrade some of our structures here. We don't get anything decent from any of those. Zarakil is going to be our... I think we want to go with growth and casualty replenishment for right now for there. Karaks is finally able to start leveling up. And Karaks Izor will be going to the next level in 2 plus whatever turns. So we did just win the Battle of Miragliano. And we're going to let the other nations go. And we're going to see how it shakes out. So many nations are already dropping off. We are under 200. I believe we were at 205 not too long ago.
Step forth, true friend of the Unground clan.
And apparently Zufbar doesn't want to be on non-aggression terms with us, so that's a thing that happened. With 3 battles against the Greenskins as our next objective, we have a fairly good setup. What I am worried about, though, is the Von Karsteins coming in from the east and taking that over. Our big Achilles heel right now is the fact that we are suffering 50% additional upkeep until we recapture Karaks 8 Peaks. It's such a hard thing to deal with. I think we might have to get a second lord and start pushing that way, just to see what we can do. Alright. Let's see what we got. We've got Grungy, which is research, Valea, which is a ward save, but Grimnir is the one that we want. Do we either of these look like they're cool? Okay, so the 2 that we dismissed earlier, we'll grab one of them in next turn. We'll grab them next turn. For right now, we've got to be careful about what we're doing down here. And Martin Blacksail is going to need to get just murked. Alright, let's fight this. It's a close victory, according to the... What is that actually called? I'm not sure. The thingy-mabob. Technical term. Zombie gunnery mobs, not too big a deal. We can deal with those easy enough. Though they got hung canons. The deck droppers are going to be a bit of a pain. So are the dire wolves, or the undead wolves. Bats, meh. They're bats, whatever. Don't care. The handgunners and the ones with the explosive grenades and the... there's so many pistols. We're going to have to be very aggressive against the Pirates of Sartosa in this fight. And hope for the best. Alright. So they've kind of set up right near that berm. Now where are their reinforcements coming from? Are they going to start on the field maybe? We can put our miners in the woods. That keeps them slightly safe. That lets us see a little bit better. This hill is kind of the death ground, so to speak. So let's actually shift up a little bit and see if we can alter how we get into this.
I approve.
Are they falling back or coming towards us? I'm not sure. So those are the wolves, pirate deckhand mob. Now, for sake of argument, we are just going to advance everybody. It's a very weird formation they've chosen, and if we can get our archers just in range of one of them, we'll just shoot them from over the hill. That's a bloated corpse. So we're going to sacrifice this unit of 27 miners to go after that bloated corpse. Bloated corpses are scary. They explode and cause massive amounts of damage. So we'll send these miners in. It's not like we really care about miners. And they'll have served their purpose if they deal with the bloated corpse. They only lost a dwarf. That's fine.
Range fast. The clans unite.
That's scurvy dogs. Let's just try to shoot them. If this is going to be a buggy battle, because there was just a patch. A rather massive one. So this might be a buggy battle, but we're going to treat it as if we mean to go on. So that's 4 units now down, if you include the bloated corpse, which I don't really, but is what it is. And can you start re-upping some of their ammo? Let's go with them. So that's deck droppers. Now we've got it kind of looking like where we're going to be able to start charging down the hill into these guys. Let's get Belegar down there, along with the Thanes and the Rune Lord. Let those miners be useful for a change. Let's see if we can shoot down some of these deckhand mobs while we're at it. I really don't know what the strategy here is. They can't beat my infantry. Shooting was their option. Pretty sure the computer, the AI, has not thought this through. So we'll deal with that. 40 dwarves for over 1,000, almost 2,000. Granted, they're all corpses, so not really the great victory. Still, Martin Blacksail going down is nice. These close victories are starting to look a little bit better. That'll be a 2nd place, and much towards our mission to get 3 full territories. Because Lucini's next. If we can take Sartosa and wipe the pirates out, we are laughing. +5 leadership when fighting Vampire Coast, and +5 melee attack for the army when fighting at sea. Oh, it's not just Belgar himself. Guildmasters. We got the Ekron Miners. Blasting charges.
Revenge incarnate.
Alright, Belgar. Let's get Brass Lung to make you better there, and we'll make you harder to hit, too. Now, Mr. Hammerfist, we're gonna get you the Bergvar Handshake.
Belgar Ironhammer.
Lun Ironhammer, we're gonna go with Scarred Veteran, because even though you are
Lord
undead
of the
at this
Ungrun.
point, we want you to be better. We're gonna grab Rune of Slowness now, and
It shall
we're going
be
to grab
done.
another point in Scarred Veteran. There we go. Looking good overall. And grow your forces to grab an additional Lord. I don't know what I'm doing. I forgot exactly what my brain was going to do. So let's go in here. It was Grunky or Grimnir? It was the two good looking ones for Grimnir. Gotta wait till next turn. That's right. And Riff Raffa. That's nothing too important, but we'll get infantry there. Skaven are deteriorating, so we might have to get that second Lord to start pushing against these Ogres. And it's good that he owns Akendorf now, because that'll give us a unbroken stream to the east. So let's let the other nations go, and then we can look at getting a Dwarven Lord and his army. It is nice having one central army that you're fighting with, and then another that you're going to be sending
Step
off
forth,
later.
true friend of the
Marius Lightdorf, they've ended our non-aggression pact with us. What is going on with the Empire? I guess our reputation is pretty soured right now, to be honest. Yeah, we're very low.
What do you need?
Onward. Sigma's.
Yeah, nobody
Ready
wants
to
to work with
swordfish.
us. Now, we could get a peace treaty with the Pirates of Sartosa, and Fistenland's gone. Brock Iron Pick, and Stormbreaker already.
True king of 8 peaks.
But let's take Lucini,
Zorikas.
because they probably do not have anything in Sartosa. And that's Aranessa Saltspite. And she's level 9, and we are level 10. We were level 4 the first time we fought her. And now we are just whooping on the Pirates of Sartosa. And we're fighting on the field, so they're going to have to come to us. Now, I don't know if we have to sacrifice more Dwarf Miners to deal with, you know, bloated corpses, because they suck. But we'll deal with it however we have to. These Dwarf Warriors are doing pretty good. Now, do they have any bloated corpses? I do not see any. So that's a good sign. Now let's set our dwarves up as best we can.
Dwarf warriors. Understood.
Get our rangers on the extremes.
Wake him up, blood. Yes,
Group up
they.
our
Dwarf warriors.
quarrelers and our miners.
Miners. Descendant of Lord.
Alright, and that should do it. And are they going to come towards us?
If you insist.
Doesn't look like it. So
For the
let's
Karaks
advance
encore.
our Master Engineer.
For the ancestors.
That did exactly what we wanted it to.
For the Karaks encore.
And we'll just speed it up. There's pretty good evidence that this is going to go exactly how we want it to go. Yeah, pretty sad state of affairs when they're charging into us like that. This set of wolves is going to be, or these scurvy dogs, is going to go down without much in the way of resistance. They're already crumbling. Alright, Belegar, and grab your two Thanes. You're gonna go after Aranessa. And we'll put the miners in the way.
I'll get my tools.
Alright, now that they're a little bit closer, we're going to start moving in and getting our dwarf warriors into the fight. And let's pop off Belegar's cooldowns. Let's get our Rune Lord into one of these fights so he can get some more experience. Aranessa is almost down.
Take him down.
Her army is getting badly mauled right now, so not too worried.
Understood, Lord. Attack the Orcs.
And that's Araness Assault Spite beaten a second time.
Ready to fight.
But we are not going to let her get away like that. We are going to finish her off. That way she stays wounded for a few turns, and we don't have to deal with her when we take on Sartosa itself. If they don't get an army up in time, aka next turn, they won't be able to swap her out at all, which would be nice. Still, we're killing dozens to hundreds to one, which is nice. But we will take
Lord of the
City.
Emblem.
And we'll put it in there. And Tilea is secured. That gives us an Obsidian Amulet and 1,000 coins.
By my hammer it will be done.
And let's get hand loaded. And then he's going to start working on building up his... we'll get bare essentials too. Why not?
True king of 8 peaks.
Another level of training.
True king.
Forge Fire. A pretty potent hex. Let's get sharpened weapons though. Because that... yeah.
Grudge bearer.
Rune Bearers became so much better.
Revenge
Our
incarnate.
runesmiths. So what does Sartosa have? It's got a pretty decent garrison. It's a Peg Street Pawn Shop and Smithy's Tavern. So it's worth taking. But while we're thinking about it, if we look here, Verdanos is underneath Ogre control. Where is the main Ogre army? The Myrmidon's under Ogre control too. So what is going on down there? Now we had, was it 2 Grimnir Lords that came up? Yeah, that's the one we want, because we want them to go in. So we're going to take the one that's got kind of a level. Maybe. Yes. Yes.
Time for a reckoning.
So that gives us a second army. And we're going to go with great swords, our great weapons and shields, and then we'll do the reverse, and then we'll try to slip in archery range to Zarakzil soon. Is there anyone that we can have any diplomatic relations with?
Yes.
Glade Lord.
Now, Skrag has 6, and he's strength rank 60, so he's above us. Don't know where his full army is. We'll let the other nations go, and we'll see how we can work this out. We should name and equip that lord, though. Some of you lot will be getting regiments named after you. Some of them will be lords in the campaign. I will try to respect a lot of things. We will accept the Karaks refugees, and the border princes are gone. So, wow. But I do know what we're going to name our lord up here. This is not Brock Ironpick. This is Joneth Drackbeard. Named after a really good buddy of mine. Happens to be a subscriber to the channel too. So we'll get that all set up. Did I do? Okay, no, I did it in the right order. Good. Good.
Yes.
They're coming out
Time for a
silver ranked?
reckoning. The axe thirsts for war.
And Zarakzil, we're gonna get you a Rangers outpost. Rangers in there, and we'll upgrade your barracks so you can start getting those.
My plan.
Wurzagh, the Great Green Prophet, is there. Now, where this is going to become really important is whether or not we can take Sartosa. And then we can break Wurzagh's army, because he's not in Awa right now. I think we're going to be able to claim Sartosa. This might be a little bit of a longer episode, guys, because it's the last of 3 that I'm recording today, because I want to get 2 openers up for this week. One for Wednesday, and then one for Thursday, just to ease everybody into the new campaign, and to kind of make up for the fact that Hashut Rising ended rather abruptly because of the massive update to the game. And it also gets me prepped for next week because I'm not going to have much time when I'm back in town. I'm only going to be getting back roughly Sunday, Monday. I'm not sure exactly when, and then I have so much stuff to do next week. It's kind of ridiculous. So I want to make sure that everybody gets enough content to allow them to be satiated and have some fun. Because ideally, that's why I do this, is to have fun and have fun with all you guys and gals and non-binary pals. Because you're awesome and it's fun, and I like sharing my passions with people, so why not, right? And I'm going to be adding to the channel as time goes on as well. There's other things I have planned. For right now, they're a little difficult to do, and I need to see on certain things, but they will come to fruition, I hope. But that's all speculative for the future. For right now, let's focus on taking Sartosa. I have never seen this map before. It's pretty grungy, but we're not going to do any strategy or overt tactics. We're just going to try and get through the main doors here. Alright, so let's see where everybody is. Now, I don't see any bloated corpses. I'm not really seeing any. Send the miners up there. Let's get everybody climbing the walls. We're just going to go over the walls this time. Nothing doing. Our engineer's already shooting, which is good. And let's advance our archers to there. And we'll speed up time just enough to get everybody in position. Again, we don't really care about miners. Miners can have whatever happen to them happen to them. they are a placeholder for when we advance up to things like hammerers and iron breakers. And we're just going to pause real quick while we get our Thanes on the move. Dwarves are climbing the walls. Again, do not care if the dwarf miners get wiped out. They are not our focus. Alright, we are on the walls, and the fight is happening. We've got Fellbats coming in that were, after they've done snacking on our miners.
For the High King!
Polearm deckhands. Let's try and kill off their lord. Where is Saltspite? I thought she was in this fight. Polearm deckhands are getting just chewed up.
Very well.
So we'll keep fighting as best we can.
Kaduk! Battle ready! Yes, yes!
Again, miners dying off, not a big deal.
For the Karaks and Jaw!
You guys are going to charge down into that gunnery mob. Because if we can start rolling up some of these units, that would be great.
Wolf warriors!
And we'll advance our archers and our quarrelers and rangers up. We're starting to gain a little bit of momentum, so that's good. What we really want is for these units to start losing all of their morale and their leadership.
Warriors!
So we can crush them.
Kazuk!
And they're starting to drop off. Leadership is crashing. It shouldn't be much more before they're done. These animated hulks are holding on for a while. Still, they're gonna lose. Our two Thanes are doing work. Oh, this is going to absolutely suck for these gunnery mobs. Rock in a hard place. And one of our Dwarf Warrior great weapon units is suffering right now. So, we'll have to deal with it, but...
I approve! True king of air beams!
Send the hammers there, and we'll send
warriors!
you guys to capture that point.
March! Ready! We
Send
stay
these
put.
dwarves up.
Go! Almost dwarf on legs! I keep my oaths. Bring 'em!
Alright, so once we capture this supply point, yeah, that was pretty much it. That was the tipping point. Losing the miners, not a big deal. Man, those hammers are just trashing people. Well, former people. Do have to use the rangers more effectively, though. Because we're kind of using them just as quarrelers with, you know, fancy names right now, rather than using them to their strength. But with the Pirates of Sartosa out of the picture, we can swing around and start fighting Orcs and Goblins and Ogres. And we will take Sartosa, eliminating them. Research rate, minus corruption. And just like that, we own Sartosa. Pirates are gone. Let's see. Tradition and Innovation is Gyrocopters and Ballista. Fire and Fury is Fire. Grimnir's Heirs is Slayers. Thunderer is Artillery. Tacticians, all the ranged units. And Axe Lord is all of the melee ones, I believe. Really? Is there nothing that gives bonuses to... Okay, that's Hammer... Grimnir's Heirs. Slayer, Giant Slayer, Hammers, and Iron Breakers. It's kind of what we want, because we want him to have an elite army. So, the Hammers are already doing work here. We might as well give them a bonus.
True king
And
of
over
AP.
here, we're actually going to skip upgrading the army for right now. We're going to increase mobility.
Revenge incarnate.
And we have Keeper of the Gate, which vigor loss reduction for all Hammerers. Guardian and Expert Defense for all Hammerers. Iron Beard. Flammable attacks cause reducing fire resistance. Ammunition for Iron Drakes, Iron Breakers, and Miners. And what does the Wanderer get us? Rangers? Yes. So... Oh, it's kind of hard. We're going to go Iron Beard, I think. You know what? No, we're going to go for Hammers on a lot of our units.
Yes.
Just Hammers. Good sharpen weapons there.
Belligar
And
Iron Hammer.
you'll go Iron Beard. No. We're going to stick to the plan. Get Hammers. Hammers are going to be a lot of our core.
Lord of the Anglin.
At level 2, we can get the Peg Street Pawn Shop, which will be nice. Lots of trade goods. Dwarven Diplomats is probably going to be our next thing. No, Treasuries has got to be our next thing, because we're going to need money here soon. You're still recruiting.
For war.
But Jonath Drakbeard, let's get you outfitted. So we have lots of things. So first things first, Terrifying Mask of E. Causes fear, causes terror. Good. City and Lodestone. Yeah, whatever. Do we have another enchanted item? Yeah, Potion of Toughness and the Shrieking Blade. That'd be a better combination, because then we still cause fear and terror with magical attacks, and a Potion of Toughness, which allows us to increase our armor. We'll give Obsidian Amulet for our Talisman, and Helm of Discord, because we have it. That amps him up a little bit. We don't have any additional things there to give him. We can't recruit any more Thanes or anything else right now.
Onward.
That's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to split off Halkenhalf Stonebeard to go in with
Time for
Jonath.
a reckoning. You have my hammer.
And we'll call that done. Now, we lost 2 minor units. We're not going to be sitting for 2 turns here. We're going to head back to Lucini, I think. But let's let the other nations go and we'll sort it out. Wow, that's a lot of dead air. Yeah, so Argolis is gonna start a war with the the Savage Orcs, but we're gonna have to accept that anyway. We'll accept the refugees, of course. Knights of Regio, top knots are gone. I hate how they get Cygors all the time. Because that's the Bloody Axe tribe. It's a good, solid tribe. What is... That is Skrag the Slaughterer. I believe if we're gonna go up against Skrag, we should do it with the most force available. So if we can knock him out, that would be great. So we got 3 and 3 there. Are you still not upgraded? One more turn before we can get you Quarrelers. Karak here, though, we can upgrade that, and we can start getting War Machines, which is going to be the big thing. Our Garrison Lord is not going to move. We do have 4 grudges. We do have some Oath Gold. I'm tempted to spend the Oath Gold, but I'm also tempted not to. Let's just let the other nations go. We'll see how it falls and lies after this. Fighting Wurzagh would be great, but we need to get them and the Ogres fighting amongst each other or something. Okay, so Skrag is moving back. I don't really want to fight the Bloody Hands. Ooh, that's the Exiles of Khorne already. Ugh. That's just no good. Take Krakadrax refugees. Now our options are pretty limited here. Wow, Khorne is getting really, really tough. Savage or ground. Ooh. Yeah.
Aye.
So let's get Quarrelers with great weapons there. It's gonna cost us a lot.
Very well, I will do.
We don't really have the choice. We're gonna have to fight Wurzagh. And this one we don't really need to fight. It's out there, so we'll occupy it. Alright, we got Armored of Silvered Steel, so it's just plus 20 armor. What is actually on the Helm of Discord? 10 armor and the Helm of Discord. We'll keep the Helm of Discord on Joneth right now.
Lun's air, grudge bearer.
Rally the holds. Bam. That's always good for us. And we are going to take... So we lost miners. We're going to get some great weapon wielding guys out here. And whatever we can upgrade, we're going to try and upgrade. Now, being at war with the... Why can I never remember this? The Bloody Hands is good, because they're going to be a deal breaker for us anyway.
The more
An end objective.
Who calls? To war.
And we still have not seen Karasa Karak, which is a little disappointing.
Belagar Ironhammer.
But what we should do is take him out there and start getting him to move towards his true army. Since we're not going to be able to have Thanes for a little bit. Let the other nations go.
My hammer, I should slay you where you step.
Yep, I was expecting that. And Skrag is there. We can start really fighting this.
I am revenge incarnate.
I wasn't expecting a total war campaign, where we're at war with everybody. But breaking that alliance early on because of the Golden Order, who I'm not going to look favorably on now because of Wistonland. Not good. I mean, we're not in terrible shape. We're just surrounded on all sides. Oh, Talisman of Preservation is good, and a Sword of Strife is also good. And we now have the quest for our hammer. Alright. Garrison Lord hasn't moved. Can we get you
By my hammer it will be done. Ready.
in a place where you can help out here? 'Cause there's Wurzagh coming in.
What?
And while I'm thinking about it, while we're in here, we can put that Talisman of Preservation on, which will help out a lot. Now we'll leave the helmet with him.
What orders? Hone your skills, Joey.
Because we can lose everything we have right now as long as we have one fallback point. And we have that up in the mountains. We're doing pretty good. Let's get some militia training up here. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. If we can get Belegar up near Zarak-Zil, we should be fine. We can go down with 2 armies instead of 1 and just lay waste to Wurzagh and the Ogres. Taking the Myrmidons is going to be difficult no matter what we do, but it shouldn't be overwhelmingly tough. Oh, he's got a Wa on. Great. That makes this fight all the tougher. Raid any region belonging to the Greaskins.
Says no. Lord of the Angrund.
Yeah, going into regular
You have
stance.
my hammer. Leaving.
Ikit Klaw is there. This is going to be difficult.
Back them.
It's telling us it's a decisive victory. We'll see how that works out. Please don't pop up over here. Waiting for our icon for... Oh, it's not going to. We have our reinforcements coming from back here. So as long as we can hold out long enough to get those in, we can outshoot this army. It's going to be tough, but knocking the Bloody Hands down like this and taking Wurzagh out of the picture for now is desperately needed. Then Belegar can go over and take Ikit Klaw on if there's enough force left in him.
Dwarf warriors.
Actually, let's make the center of our line the armored ones for now.
Dwarf warriors. Aye. That'll do.
Alright, our reinforcements are coming in from here.
For the Karaks anchor. The clans unite. Dwarf warriors. I am the ranking lord. Lord.
Alright, his reinforcements are on their way in. They get to start it right at the start of the battle? That's not fair. We gotta wait almost 2 minutes for ours. Let's just settle in and wait and get all of our reinforcements on the field. Alright. So once everything stops coming on, we can reorganize these groups. Be effective. Okay, I think that's all that's coming in. If you go in the center, let's just deform these groups and let's build it up from scratch. So we've got more veteran two-handers. And then we have just some regular warriors there. I think that's it for Reg Warriors. As for our Quarreler friends, let's get them sorted out. Oh, those are quarrelers. Oops. So let's try that again. We drop you in like that, and like that. I apologize for the tedium. Those are minor blasting charges that might actually be decent. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we are going to set up a battle line and try to shoot the hell out of all of these. And assuming that we can get in range, because we're just waiting for the orcs to group up too. They got a lot of goblins and savage orcs here. Gotta love the orc belief system. Oh, that's Wurzagh shooting at us. And this is why I wanted to have war machines. Alright, they're coming in. We're gonna have to focus down here. It's just a matter of where we want to send our Lord level units. Alright, we've broken one of the Wolf Riders. Let's get those Wolf Riders off of our tree there. Get down there and help them out. That's a bit overkill there. Let's just get some of these boys involved in the fight. Where is Wurzagh? You guys go after him. Let's just turn this into a series of interconnected little brawls. And hope for the best. Shoot down some of their boar riders and then their wolf riders. Not too worried about their goblins.
Pick your targets well! Anu! Shoot the Wurzagh! Pick your targets well!
You guys get involved there, you guys get involved there.
Quarrelers! Get him! Yes, Lord! The clans unite! Zulrika! For the ancestors! Take them down! Quarrelers! Pour on the fool! Anat!
Alright, this is not exactly how I wanted this entire fight to go, but... Where is Wurzagh? He's over there.
If you insist. Dwarf warriors! Darway attack! Ready to strike! Ready! Get them! Ready to strike!
Alright, it's not going too badly. We got mauled a little bit, but otherwise it's fine.
Miners! Move!
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're doing fine.
That's an order! A worthy order! Pick your targets well! We demand blood! Go! Dowie attack! Slay the Orc breakers! Understood!
Alright, we are looking pretty decent. You know, a typical battle line with no extraneous strategy isn't much of a strategy, but
Kazook! Kill them! It is a reckoning! Right! Vengeance! Anu! Ready to serve!
alright, let's focus fire all our snipers onto one individual target at a time. You guys can turn around and take those big guns on.
Pull out! Very well.
Go whoop Wurzagh. I've been sending you and Joneth over there to deal with them.
Obey me! I approve! Victory will be ours! Roar!
Alright, I think it's pretty much over at this point. We do want to kill Wurzagh.
The clans unite!
Knock him completely out of contestation for a while. There we go. Definitely lost a lot more dwarves there, but we killed a lot of greenskins and knocked Wurzagh out of his mind. We're going to take the Oath Gold Treasure this time. Physical resistance for Joneth. We've got a Scarecrow Banner, a Teller of Tales. Another Potion of Toughness is up on the block.
For clan honor! For the wisdom of Valea! Let us be
Let's see if we can get this hero into his army.
Muster arms! Let us begin! Belligar Ironhammer! You have my hammer!
And if we can get Belligar
If you insist,
close
the
enough.
axe first.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about that one. Done deal, more Oath Gold. Warriors of Dragonfire Pass are on our side, won 3 battles. The Bugman Grudge is now ours. Put it wrong right, +3 control.
By my hammer it will be done. Yes. Unto glory.
We can back
to
you
the
up a little bit
ancestors.
and grab another set of Dwarf Warriors with great weapons.
One rug.
What else do you need? You don't really need rangers or anything else right now, and we gotta watch our income. So we're gonna get Route Monitor, Inspiring Presence, Full Plate, Obstinacy. That works. Doing pretty good there. And because you've got this dude, we're gonna give him the Armor of Silver Steel, Sword of Strife, the Obsidian Amulet, and a Potion of Toughness. Balances out for not having the other heroes.
True king of 8 peaks.
Recruit rank +2 or unit recruitment. Oath Code for buildings. Tunnel Warfare. Ancestral Guidance is what we're gonna go for there.
Yes.
Increase mobility on the army.
Revenge incarnate.
More hit points.
True king.
And we're gonna finish off sharpened weapons. We need to be able to beat these things more than one-on-one.
Stop!
Now, Ikit Klaw is probably gonna take Tilea without much trouble. Karak Izor is going to get leveled up. Can't do Karak here. If we can knock out Ikit Klaw and then possibly take Skaven Blight, it's got a massive garrison, but we'll see. Meanwhile, we just gotta guard against these Ogres.
No one tells a tyrant what to do.
There's 4 back in the Myrmidons. What's their garrison like? Yeah, Ogres don't garrison very well.
Time for a reckoning.
Yeah, tempted to do that. Let's just grab another couple of Quarrelers. What? We've got a fair bit of Oath Gold. Ranger's Hammer. Slayer's Axe. None of it really matters right now. We could get runes. Runes are awesome. I'm tempted to get Runes of Fire. All of these runes are really awesome. Like Master Rune of Flight. It's a magic missile. Scalp Black Hammer. Oh, so many of these are good. Let's see here. Weapon strength, cause fear, minus enemy leadership, armor piercing, rune of cleaving. If we take that, gives us 3 of those runes. And if we take the runes of fire, cleaving, fire, and where was that armor one? Actually, we'll take the master rune of the adamant instead. Then we go in. Actually, let's look at banners too. Assigned artillery unit. Assigned artillery unit. No, we're fine for there for now. Start with basic
For the
runes.
wisdom of Valea.
Character runes are just like anything else. Items in here. Got lots of them. So, the adamant. We'll get a rune of cleaving and a rune of fire. That's his character rune slot setup. So he's got plus 20 armor piercing damage and flaming attacks with base weapon damage plus 35 and plus 10 melee defense. So Drementfh is actually pretty baller when it comes to fighting. We'll let the other nations go. Now if Drementfh is able to take on the Ogre Lord below us, that would be fine. Ooh, this could actually work out in our favor. What does Scarecrow Banner do? Right, good. It's a Pyrrhic victory, but that's the Lord we wanted to come at us. So, this is kind of a win. The only thing dangerous in here are the Ogres themselves, and the Ogre Bulls with Iron Fists are probably the worst. We just really have to outshoot them and get Drementfh in combat as much as possible. We'll use the Great Weapon Dwarves as kind of our center, along with our Ghost Thane.
Dwarf warriors! For the ancestors! For Grimnir! Dwarf warriors!
So out-shooting is still going to be the object lesson of the day, but if we can get those two in there, get him to come to us, because they don't have any archery, really. Well, our archers should be waking up shortly. I am not worried about the Noblars themselves. With the Ogres on this side, we got Iron Fist, dual weapons. Alright, we are going to use you to tie up there, you to tie up there. And we'll charge in like this.
Warriors! Nothing can stop us! I am the ranking lord! Obey me! The clans unite!
Well, it's a good thing Quarrelers are decent melee combatants, because they're about to have to prove it.
They have wronged us!
Noblars will get chopped down pretty quick and pretty easily. Not worried about them at all.
Dwarves! Shimmering! Vengeance! Attack!
Wonder if breaking their lord is going to do us any good.
Quarrelers! Take them down! Shoot the Wurzaghs! For the ancestors! Kill them all! Let us bleed for the clan!
The only good thing about the Ogre, for fighting the Ogres I should say, is they've got low unit counts.
Hit them!
Still, they hit hard, and they're worth every ounce of flesh, and there's a lot of flesh there.
Take them down! Pull out! Yes! That'll do! Ready to strike! Come together, lads! Pull out!
I don't know how they expected to make this a Pyrrhic victory. We are losing. So our first custom lord might be just going down. That's not good. At least if we kill the tyrant, we could still win this. Not looking good, but it's possible. Stranger things have happened, and I'm wondering if our characters are going to be what wins it for us. Those two little, well, that dwarf and that ghost are really going at it. Oh. Pyrrhic victory, but it's a victory. It's amazing how many Noblars and Ogres survived that loss. Now we need to get Drementfh into the city. His units are torqued. Though he killed over 110 by himself, and his great weapon-wielding warriors did a very good job, too. Oh, random hiccup. And Skrag pulled back. We're going to pull Drementfh back. Pyrrhic victory there? Yeah, we're going to have to take that one, because we do not have the time this episode to do two.
Men of the Empire, what brings you?
And there goes our non-aggression pact with the Golden Order. Definitely tough to deal with.
Be sure to put your oath gold to good use, my lord.
Alright, well, we don't need to know about that, and we know we got those. The Celestial Loyalists are gone. And all that happened, so... that was a lot of stuff to happen in one turn, but that's where we're going to have to call it for this week, guys. If you like the video, please consider like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video comes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.